Okay, so we're going to move right into how to create groups on Facebook. I use a customer group. For a while it was just VIPs, but I've kind of expanded that a little bit because Facebook does give preference to groups. So I've been trying to play into that to boost my customer interactions and create, I guess, more buzz about my business. So this is where you would create the group and you would give it a name. You have to add somebody else in order to open the group. I know that Christy or myself would be glad to be your person until you have generated um, some customers of your own to put in there. You do want to be sure you ask first and invite them to the group rather than just adding them to the group. I'm sure you've all experienced being added to 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 groups of something that you didn't really ask to be added to. They didn't ask you, and it's not a product that you have an interest in, so you just feel kind of stuck. Um, I tend to leave those groups and not even pay attention to what they're doing because it's rude. You don't go to somebody's house and just drag them out. I mean, under normal circumstances, because these aren't always people that we know really well. So you're not going to go to their house and put them in your car and go somewhere with them. So why would you do that in social media? And then you would select the privacy setting for your group. Public posts is searchable. Anybody can find it. Anybody can see who is in the group and what they post. So they can see everything. A closed group is still searchable in this Facebook search bar here and also through a Google search, but only the members can see what is posted and see each other, which promotes some group cohesion and interaction because they know that they can say anything and it's trusted. If you do a secret group, your group cannot be found through a search, and you can't provide a link to people to join it. With a closed group, you can use the link up here, and if you've been given a customer email at one of the events, you can email them and say, hey, I'd love it if you join my customer group. Here's the link. We have a lot of fun in there. I post different product specials, whatever it is you want to encourage them with. So we can go over to my group just to show you a little bit about that. As I said in my pages training, this is considered prime real estate, so you want to utilize that. I do my business to help my family, so I made a collage that lets my customers get to know us a little more. You can interact either as your page or yourself. I've linked your page. I'm not really sure how it got set on the other, so I'm going to interact as myself. Your about section is really important. Also, like in the pages training, you want people to be able to find out every way they can contact you within a couple of clicks. So in my about section, I have all the ways they can contact me, and then they also know they can message me if they're my friend on Facebook. You can recommend your group. You can recommend I had a social street fair group, so I linked that one. You can link your page to the group, which we'll get to in just a minute. So your discussion is just like your news feed, and it's very similar to your page feed. It's going to post in the order of whatever has the most recent content on it, with the exception of you can pin as announcements. I think you can do that on the page as well. So you can put what's most important for them to know at the top. So on mine, it's this Google form, which just helps me, especially if they're new customers, or maybe they just came through somebody else, so I don't have an information card on them, or I don't have, I'm not friends with them on Facebook, so I don't have anything about them, I can easily refer to this Google form and say, oh, okay, I met them through Amber, or I met them through Jamie, or whoever the case may be, and know who they are, or at least get a better idea of who they are. You can moderate your members and send them messages through here. This is especially handy if maybe they aren't your friend on Facebook. You can still get in touch with them. If there's something specific you wanted to tell them, or say, hey, check out the page, I've just added something I think you'll be interested in. You can create events within your group. The only downside on these is that they do only run for 24 hours, so you can't set them up to be like a weekend event or a week-long event. It's very limited. But the upside is that it does invite everybody in your group to the event, and they'll see all the posts. So there's, kind of I guess a give and take there. Just like on your personal or group pages, you can check out your photos and videos in one quick click. And just like on pages, you can check out the group insights. So you can see, how your how your group is growing, how they're engaged, when they're the most engaged, when are they paying the most attention, who are the most active members, things like that. And it's really good to know. It's really good to be able to you can see which posts had the most views, so you would know which ones maybe people like the best and which ones maybe people don't like as much. Through groups, you can schedule, which is a lot of fun, and then you can moderate your group. So you can set rules for your group. You can change the approval notifications. I have mine set so that anybody in the group can invite other people, but I approve them. I have it set so that they can post anything they want without my approval. Now, that I can still delete posts that I don't like, but for my customers, I have customers that post about their new hair products or their new, a new hairstyle they're trying or different things, and so it's a lot of fun to see them kind of take that on and run with it. So you can edit your group settings, and again, you can edit information that's got, all of your contacts. Excuse me. It's really late when I'm recording this. Because of the third-party rules that Facebook introduced earlier this year, if you want a third-party site to post, you do have to give that site permission. So, like if you're a SendShare user, you would add that through here. I use Ripple on my phone to create little collages or videos from things I've done on my phone. Usually I use it the most whenever I'm setting up at an event or when I've had lots of really fun hair pictures at events, and it just it's a quick way to put a lot of information in a post. You can link your business page to your group so that people like your page, they can then get into your group, and it just boosts the interaction level a lot. You can change the color. You can change different things here. I have questions that I ask so that I can be sure I know how I met them. And then if they're already registered with another Little Rose consultant, because I don't want to steal anybody's customer, I want them to, go to their consultant, and in order to be kind to everybody, there's no reason for us to steal each other's customers. So, that's just a real quick thing about groups. I try to do a lot of original content, just like on my page. I do use some page posts that were provided from Little Rose, like, where'd it go? This one here. Just because I knew it would get a lot of interaction. And I like to see what my customers have to say as well. Like this image here I created. I have a pretty massive seashell collection, and I just thought it would be fun. and I've got an album for the Stylus exclusives. I have been using some of the images that headquarters has given us because some of them are just really fun, and then I post about where I am and what I'm doing in my groups, and just, I enjoy getting that kind of interaction from other people. So, if you guys have any questions, I will be happy to answer them. Just give me a comment or a question in the box if needed. Otherwise, you can check I'm done on this particular training. Thanks, everyone.